Hey, it's your girl Shay Shay. Welcome to the channel if this is your first time, and welcome back if you've been here before.
Why? Tell them that it's Netflix nature. Are mad at Netflix because it does seem to a lot of people like they are disrespecting the one and only Michael Jackson. A lot of people do feel Michael Jackson is back in our collective consciousness. The Michael biopic is hitting the streets, breaking records, and we're all celebrating the greatest musical artist to ever exist. But apparently that wasn't enough for the executives. Netflix decided to cash in on a black man's legacy by dredging up settled allegations about him. Like, we weren't talking about this. So what do you think this resulted in? People are canceling their subscriptions left, right, and center. So let's talk about it. Everything in this video is alleged. I'm only spreading the word on the curb and in no way giving my own personal opinion. So just for context real quick, the movie Michael, the biopic, has been absolutely dominating global cinema, and it has banked over $782 million worldwide. It was a massive movie talking about the king of pop, mostly about his childhood and his rise to fame. Now the thing is, Michael Jackson is the most famous person in the world by multiple accounts. It's pretty much an undisputable fact, although of course you could debate anything in this world. Thing is that he's become, if you will, much more at the front of our consciousness collectively, with his music coming back at the top of charting. You could see some of his songs like Billie Jean is #1 right now at the time of recording. And obviously there's a lot more hype and a lot more traction regarding Michael Jackson content. I don't know about you, but I see all over my Instagram, especially on the Explore page, there is a lot more content regarding Michael Jackson. There's a lot of hype surrounding Michael Jackson, in part because of this movie. So what did Netflix decide that they wanted to do? They decided, let's cash in onto this by going back to some of the darkest parts of Michael Jackson's career and bring up all these allegations. And so that they decided that on June 3rd, 2026, they're dropping Michael Jackson, The Verdict, a 3-part forensic series that dives deep into the 2005 trial where Michael Jackson was already acquitted of all counts. And a lot of people do feel like, why would you feel the need to talk about this? You want to talk about Michael Jackson, you could continue the story, because as you know, the movie doesn't tell the full story. But then they decided that no, they want to focus on something negative. And a lot of people are discussing as to why they felt the need to talk about that aspect of his career.
Hey, so you're looking me dead in my face right now and telling me that after the Michael biopic being released and breaking records and his music being chart-topping, there's a documentary coming out on Netflix revolving around his trial, and the tagline is "Guilty or innocent, you decide"? What the actual fuck are we even talking about for real? Because the trial actually already happened and he was innocent. So what the fuck are we actually doing? What is the conversation? What is the point? Everybody's really starting to piss me off with the things they are collectively doing after we are literally celebrating this man. This man is being celebrated in one of the biggest capacities ever. The movie is about to release in Japan right now. And that's what you guys are doing? You got Drake's bozo ass using his glove for some sort of clout for this new album, and now Netflix doing this dumbass documentary.
Before diving into the analysis, it is important to clarify that what follows is not an objective presentation of settled facts, but rather a synthesis of the widespread discourse, critical perspective, and public arguments circulating regarding how institutions treat high-profile figures. When discussing the treatment of high-profile black icons, a consistent pattern emerges, one that many observers and cultural critics are now calling a criminal allegation playbook. The argument is that this isn't just a series of isolated incidents, but a calculated institutional mechanism. The perspective held by many analysts is when black figures reach a threshold of power that threatens the status quo, the industry deploys these allegations to neutralize them. By leveraging the stigma of criminality, they force a public revaluation of the figure's character, providing a moral justification for their systematic removal from the spotlight. To be clear, all accusations do need to be investigated, but you will notice that there is a difference between those who have been accused, whether found guilty or not, how they are treated by society. An example is Beyonce. Now mind you, Beyonce is one of the most influential artists that's actively still in the industry, making music, dropping records, all of that. And you will remember a couple years ago, people were accusing her of having something to do with the disappearance of Left Eye and Aaliyah. It's almost as if somebody thought that she was getting too powerful and she needed to be brought down a peg. And lastly, even though they are not black, an example that fits in very well to what we are discussing is Iman Khalif and Lin Yu Ting. They were accused wrongly, despite being cisgender women, of being male or transgender women, and therefore harming women at the Paris Olympics in 2024. They received tons of backlash and hate, despite the fact that there was an actually convicted person of 3 counts of against an underage child. Indeed, when you look back at that whole situation, Steven van de Velde received almost no backlash in comparison. And all this because apparently these two cisgender women did not correspond to white beauty standards. Almost as if two elite athletes needed to be brought down a peg. And just to be clear one more time, nobody is saying that no allegations should be taken seriously. They should all be taken seriously and analyzed and investigated. The point is that it does seem like mud sticks a whole lot harder to certain people than others. And when you look at those who have been accused, whether it be in sports, whether it be in music, whether it be in movies, you'll notice that there starts to be a pattern about who the mud sticks to the hardest.
The petition to pull Michael Jackson, The Verdict off Netflix is already up to 65,000. But definitely, I know we can run it up more than 100K. But not only that, we need to do more than just this. I know we all have canceled Netflix, but at the same time, we still don't want to get on a platform where a whole lot of other people will be able to watch it. You feel me? So this is why I'm doing this. MJ fans and everybody, we need to move respectfully but seriously. The petition against Netflix, Michael Jackson, The Verdict is now over 65,000 signatures. But signatures alone aren't enough. Now we need people to email Netflix and a production company directly. Do not harass anybody. Do not threaten anybody. Just send one respectful email telling them they need to remove this docuseries off their platform. So this is what you're going to put when you email them to, and then the CC right there, the production company, into Netflix right there, and put that as a subject as well. Make sure you send one respectful email. All right, do not stoop down to their level. But we're going to apply mad pressure though for show. Definitely apply mad pressure. Like I said, no threats, no harassment at all. And to make sure, go to the link in my bio and sign a petition if you haven't already. We're going to get well over 100K for sure. Oh yeah, make sure you share this, please. Share this everywhere. Share this everywhere. And make sure you sign the petition.
I've noticed that a lot of people seem to have really reached the end of the road with Netflix because of this whole release that's happening on June 3rd. A lot of people do feel that, you know what? The library over on Netflix is not what it used to be. There's more and more shows leaving, and it seems like there's more and more shows to a lot of people that nobody asked for that are coming in. The prices are going up, and the base fare just gets you like the movies with the ads. And a lot of people do feel like, why am I paying more money for less products, for ads, and on top of that, you want to participate in a cash grab with this whole situation with Michael Jackson? And the thing is that there is precedent actually for this whole situation. If you might remember, Jimmy Kimmel at one point was suspended over comments that he made about the whole Charlie Kirk situation. And what happened was a lot of people did boycott Disney Plus by suspending their accounts. Within a very short amount of time, they decided that they were going to bring back Jimmy Kimmel to try and stop people from leaving. But for a lot of people, they said, you know what? I'm getting rid of my account and I'm not coming back. So for a lot of people, they're just thinking, you know what, Netflix, I'm out.
And Netflix, since y'all want to hop on the Michael Jackson hate train after the biopic, y'all want to be messy and letting these folks pay y'all for this shenanigans and to continue this slander, we gonna cancel y'all membership. Stop playing, because y'all already been going up anyways. So what we all need to do, cancel Netflix right now until they take that shit down. And I'm so serious. Everybody stand on business. Cancel that shit right now. Because first off, Tubi got better shit and free anyway.
If you haven't already done so, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It really does help the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will catch you all in the next video. Shay Shay out.